we are going to go into our game. Unless
so
we got anything
excited.
else.
I also
No.
realized we didn't have a ranking system for this week.
That's okay. I think this is gonna take a minute.
Okay.
I have lots of
agrees
questions.
and disagrees.
Yeah.
How many
Deal
are
or no
left?
Do we
deal?
want to do? So I have some specific to certain animes. I also have some that are just general to anime. What would you like to start with first?
General.
Okay. Just all the keys.
Yeah, it's so many.
All right. First one. Well, let me before I start this off. Let me just move this.
You get to comment on it too?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, 100% I'm talking about this.
Oh, heck yeah.
But,
Okay.
So we're going to do a game called Agree or Disagree. I'm sure you guys have heard, played it, or seen it before, but this is going to be anime themed this time. If you have any that you would like us to agree, disagree on, leave a comment below. We're going to start off with generic anime to start. Shonen anime has the best storylines compared to other genres.
I think I have to agree because that's all I watch. So,
I need to get us the agree, disagree.
get a little sign.
Mm-hmm.
Right hand agree, left hand disagree.
Shonen's too broad not to agree, because there's so much of it.
I would agree. I mean, especially with how how all the animes out right now are pretty much shonen.
I
So,
think
outside of shonen, what is there?
seinen, which
Oh,
is
really?
more of like an adult shonen.
Oh, okay.
Shonen is for kids. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
you
sure
told me
it
that.
translates to like young boy.
Weird. Don't. We
Move-
could have left
all right.
that
I mean,
one out.
All right. Next one. Anime dub is just as good as subbed. Agree.
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 All right. Anime adaptation is usually better than the manga. I disagree.
Can
Just
you
because it
elaborate?
says usually,
Huh?
I'm gonna agree. Just because it says usually, because not always.
I want to know why you disagree.
We talked about one of the ones where I disagree. Boruto is trash.
Oh, yeah. Well, usually it's better, so I agree.
Filler episodes ruin animes.
I disagree.
No. Because the whole young Kakashi is all filler. Well, most of it's filler. And that hyped Naruto up for me.
Because it's Kakashi.
Yeah.
I would also disagree. Yeah, I would disagree.
If it has too much filler,
One Piece?
One Piece doesn't even have
Hey.
filler. It just has fluff.
We're not.
And they're two different things.
That's like looking for specific stickers on Funko Pops. It's still the same Funko Pop. You're just being bougie.
No, there's a difference because it's pacing wise. Like filler is non-canon bullshit.
Are you saying fluff is...
Fluff is it's still relevant to the story.
It's
It's just extended and drawn out.
emphasizing?
Yeah.
Anime should stick to the source material without any changes.
Disagree.
I also disagree.
Disagree.
There's too many gaps between the book itself and trying to make a show for you to be directly in line with everything there, especially with...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her. Yeah, she's at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Long-running anime series are more enjoyable than shorter ones. I disagree.
That one's
There are
hard.
some very good animes that are short, maybe a couple seasons.
Yeah.
Like
Fire
they're
Force. That's one of them.
two seasons in, fantastic.
JJK.
It's only gonna have 3.
Correct.
JJK is gonna be a long running anime.
Black Clover.
That's 5. I would say that's a longer one. We're going on
Hunter
6,
Hunter.
right? Hunter x Hunter was 3 seasons.
It's also not finished.
True.
Yeah, but...
I mean, My Hero's going on 7,
Yeah.
6.
What was the question?
Long-running anime series are more enjoyable than shorter ones.
I disagree. Don't get me wrong, the longer ones are awesome,
You got to be.
but they're longer because they're older.
Well, that
Not necessarily.
if they're longer, they got to be
yes,
good. Like if you're making a longer anime, it's got to be good. Solo Leveling, I hope it keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
But I also hope that if it dies out, if it starts getting bad, I wish they would quit it, end it. My example that I use for this all the time is DBZ needs to be done. It was fantastic.
DBZ is done.
Dragon Ball as a whole, and you know that's what he's talking about.
Correct.
I know. I mean,
the series itself needs to be done.
Well, it was originally supposed to end after Frieza.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the end of it.
The popularity of it just made it
fans
unreasonable
didn't want it to end. That's why it kept going. And same thing. That's why.
Back then you had 4 animes that people were watching nonstop, and that was it. So if one was done, people were upset. I mean, you had.
I mean, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yours is with his.
Speak.
I haven't agreed or disagreed yet. So.
Oh, agree or disagree?
No, go ahead. What was yours?
I was gonna say that there are a lot of fans out there that are dying for Dragon Ball Super to come back because they want it. There are a lot. The fan base is too huge for it not to end yet.
Yeah.
That's why the manga still runs.
I'd feel like we've seen all we need to see of it. I'm good.
That's how I kind of feel about Marvel in a way. They're
The
like
MCU.
They're getting so jumbled and trying to just make things like stick and relevant that I feel like they're losing a lot of their fan base. That's just like, meh. We could have ended it. But I agree. By the way, sorry.
Anime movies are better than the series.
Disagree. I am not going to lie, me personally, I very rarely watch the movies because they do not intrigue me at all. I've not watched any Seven Deadly Sins movies. I started watching the Black Clover movie. I stopped watching it 10 minutes in because I was bored.
What?
Yep,
Oh,
I'm not going to lie. I do like the One Piece movies that have come out, and then the new Dragon Ball movie is my favorite anime movie. But,
I don't know that I could. I want to change the wording. Some anime movies, if you put the word some anime movies are better than the anime series, I would agree. Yeah. Anime movies are better in general than the series. I'm disagreeing.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I am in the exact same boat as you.
Because, you're tripping on that Black Clover movie. It's fantastic. You got to make it to the end where they start fighting. It is incredible.
I'll skip to the end just for you.
Sure. That's fine.
It all depends on the relevance of the movie as well.
I mean, this movie is not
canon.
Yeah, it's not canon. It has nothing to do with anything.
I was watching the show, and I completed the show, then immediately went to watch the movie. And I was just like, after watching the show, I don't care right now. Yeah, and I haven't watched it again.
It's like it's like all the Shippuden movies. Like they really don't. They're nothing.
I haven't watched those either.
They're nothing, but they're great.
Okay.
But they're nothing.
I mean, there's one where Naruto gets help from the Akatsuki to defeat a villain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep. All right. Oh God, I lost my spot. Mainstream anime like Naruto and One Piece are overrated.
And JJK, if you're gonna throw out mainstream.
Sure. I still disagree. Are you saying Naruto and One Piece are overrated?
A lot of people would say yes.
I'm not asking a lot of people. They can tell me if they feel like this is agree or disagree. But this is us three. I don't think they're overrated. I think the length of one of them is overrated, but the show itself is very good. Naruto is very good. JJK is very good. You're just on drugs.
No, listen, I would say it's overrated, but they still are like my top shows. Just because I think they're overrated doesn't mean I don't like them. Yeah. Because I would pick Naruto and One Piece over a lot of other shows. But I do think slightly that they're overrated.
I'm going to say that One Piece, it's getting a lot of hype right now. And with all the hype that it's getting, it's becoming overrated.
Yeah.
Naruto, I can definitely see how people feel that way because when you think as a non-anime person, you think of a weeb. What's the first thing you think of?
The running.
them running down the hallways doing the
Running.
Naruto
Oh,
run.
the ninja running.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you think of, and that's what I feel like would make
Yeah,
Naruto
you can't see
overrated.
it.
Can confirm.
Can't see a dude do gum gum bazooka and just knock somebody out.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's really cool that I think it was the LA Rams that did their collaboration with One Piece.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then in Las Vegas, the Dome did their collaboration with
really
One
cool,
Piece.
though.
Like, I think that is awesome, really cool. And it spreads the anime out, but no other anime is really doing that.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is making One Piece a little overrated.
So do you feel like mainstream anime in general is overrated? Or
For the
just
most
those two?
part, I would say that a lot of mainstream anime is overrated. Like, in Japan, they hate Chainsaw Man. They think that that's so overrated. I would say,
I mean, but you go into like the niche thing again. Like
Mhm.
it is over. Is it overhyped for what it is? No, it's different. When we get different here over, look at all the isekais and all the like spin-off ninja ones, or they literally just released an anime that is Black Clover. It's called Wand and something.
Book.
well, you,
No,
you,
I
Just
can't
kidding.
remember what
gotta
it's
think
called.
though. Most
It's literally about
ideas have already been done.
Yeah, it's about a person in a world of magic that has no magic.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
literally
there's a lot of
Black
isekai
Clover.
like that though.
it's but it's getting hyped because the design and the story's cool.
Yeah.
But like magic and muscle. Dude has no magic in a world of magic.
How about
but it-
Mashal?
Yes. They don't compare it to, they don't say, oh, it's like Black Clover or anything like that.
They compare it to Harry Potter a lot.
Well, they compare it to Harry Potter and One Punch.
Yeah. So,
Like
It-
they had a baby.
yeah. So, I was told that the first season is basically Harry Potter, and then the second season is basically Naruto.
The second
And
season just
that's
started,
why
so I
everybody
haven't watched the new
likes
season.
the name Mashal because it's just going to be a mash of a whole bunch of other stuff.
I would say I would agree with the Harry Potter one because it's literally at a magic school. So like,
Okay.
sure,
Your mind automatically goes to
yeah,
Harry Potter.
the dude flies by moving his legs so fast that it holds him in the air.
That's so
Like,
funny.
Sounds like. No,
Dash.
I was going to say somebody else, but
but like he just it just random. They do the broom thing, like
Mhm.
the up,
Yeah.
and he gets it to go into his hand by kicking the ground. He's like poof, and it pops up.
Gotcha.
Like it's just it's funny little things like that. But the fights are cool. All right.
yes, they're overrated. I agree. I never said I agree.
The anime community is generally welcoming to new fans.
Generally, yes.
Generally, I think it's supposed. I think it's supposed to say, genuinely.
No, I think it is
No,
supposed to say
generally.
generally.
Oh no,
Like,
you're right.
over
You're
a
right, right.
general
Generally,
sense.
You said the
yes,
word, and I was like,
get
oh,
it.
that's probably what they meant. No,
No,
generally welcoming to new fans.
Yes, unless you're
Well-
my hero fan base.
I agree, but I think there's stipulations. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're very welcoming. Welcome.
Just don't piss them off.
If you watch my anime that I recommend over here. Oh, you didn't watch it? You like that one? Pfft, get out.
I see a lot of like. I'm so sorry. You want to
No, go ahead. I just had a thought.
So I'm a part of a Facebook group that people post their opinions on animes all the time,
Mhm.
and some are so hateful. Like if you like a mainstream anime,
Yeah.
you're getting shit on.
I mean,
if you like
there's always backlash
like someone
for
across
everything.
the table from me hating on Spy Family,
I don't hate on it.
but
I
I
just
feel
haven't
like
watched it,
a
and
lot
I'm
of
upset
times,
that you
too-
chose One Piece and Spy Family
I'm
over
so
Naruto.
sorry. But a lot of times, like what I come across, especially, is
Mhm.
if I mistake something that happened in the show, or like I haven't read the manga and I'm just spitballing my opinions on things. There are some people that get aggressive, and I'm like, for what? It is literally a show.
Because people
Like-
think that their opinion is over yours.
Yeah, so it's welcoming, as in if someone who doesn't watch anime starts watching anime, a lot of times people will be like, "What would you like me to suggest?" I'll
They
give you
want
a
to umbrella
bunch of
them. They
yeah.
want to like baby bird them. Yeah,
Like, I
anime's
got
great,
you.
but like I'll show you what to watch.
Like, you like this, maybe you like this.
But then if you mess up, they're like,
I'm
Fuck
never
you.
taking the recommendation from you, and I'm done watching anime. I would say probably my biggest pet peeve with that is people that watch Attack on Titan, and that's it, and they say they watch anime.
I
That or
feel like there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that do that though. They watch
There's a lot.
They watch one anime but like I don't. You want to say you watch anime and you've seen the one show? I don't care.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter
shouldn't
you.
be I watch anime. It should be I watch a anime.
You've watched an anime.
yeah.
Again, I'll let you say you watch anime. I don't care. The part where I will say something is when I'm like, all right, I'm done talking about Attack on Titan or JJK.
Yeah.
So Naruto, and they're like, oh, that's trash. Nope.
Yes,
And I'm
I
like,
agree.
Like
I'm
I don't
with
care.
you.
You want to watch anime? You say you watch anime. I ain't got no beef. But if you've watched one show and you're trying to comment on other shows,
That you haven't watched.
You know, I would say then the anime community is welcoming to newbies of like people who haven't.
Yeah,
watched
And they're
fresh
coming
anything.
into it.
Like, yeah,
But they are
completely
kind
fresh.
of not nice all the time to people who watch it because it boils down to their opinions.
They're nice to new people. They hate people that have been in the community for a while.
Or they just hate
can tell you that.
differing opinions
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
But I've also been involved with people that are just generally amazing. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
this community is very flip flop. But
It
I would say
depends on the
majority
topic.
that I've dealt
Yeah.
with is very positive and all that. I've dealt with some negative people, but like I would say any community is gonna have that.
You know what I love?
Hmm.
Right now, the big thing that I'm seeing is choosing different characters and their forms and characters and their forms and seeing which one would be a specific overpowered character in their
Power
verse.
scaling.
As in, yeah. So like saying Gear 5 Luffy versus Super Saiyan Goku or something like that. And some people get so into it. And I'm sitting here like, I think it would be an
I mean,
interesting
you
fight.
saw
And
me
they'll be like,
argue about this-
absolutely not.
You saw
Like,
me argue about the Sakura comment. I mean, some of
Yeah.
us just can't let things go.
Well, I'm just saying, like, probably one of the most popular power scalings when it comes to at least a single anime character, and it pisses off a lot of people, including myself. And that's Goku versus Superman.
Oh, you have talked about that before. But
That
my
is-
thing is, isn't that comparing?
Kamehameha. Oh.
No.
You can't say apples to oranges because they're both aliens,
But I kind of can.
and they're both so overpowered it's ridiculous.
But
No.
it's like they're different. That's like saying
She's stressing.
Oh,
Storm
gotcha.
is stressing herself out at the gate.
DC versus Marvel.
Marvel.
I feel like they do their own thing in their universes, but it doesn't mean it will necessarily go. When you say like Luffy is overpowered and whatever, it's not necessarily saying he's overpowered in everyone's universe. It's saying he's overpowered in his universe
So-
because no one can defeat him.
Yes. So when I mean so let's go Naruto for example. I will say Naruto is planetary strength. Like he can destroy a planet.
Okay.
When it comes to like Goku and Superman, they're universal level.
What about Broly?
Broly definitely in that area. Like there is literal times when Goku was fighting and he was warned to stop fighting, otherwise he would destroy the universe itself.
So who do you think's more powerful, Broly or Goku?
Broly's more powerful at
Like,
the moment.
I was gonna say, is that just base level or is that with their? we're
Broly
gonna call it
doesn't
upgrades.
know- like,
So
I think Goku has officially hit his cap with Ultra Instinct.
Apparently, no.
It's complicated. So it also depends on what type of Broly you're talking about. If you're talking about the old Broly, Goku's light years ahead of him now.
Okay.
The new Broly, they gave him such a power boost.
Well, if you
that-
say the old Broly, wouldn't you have to say the old Goku?
Well,
Because if you're talking about, you can't talk about Goku now versus Broly then.
No,
I
no.
mean,
It's
people
two
compare
different
those
characters
all
now.
the time.
Why?
They'll do like if who's winning, peak Kakashi or peak Minato.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like people just do
Okay,
it that way
ready?
to where they're or
I was just saying like old Broly versus new Broly because old Broly and new Broly are literally two different characters.
Oh.
Yep. So like there's Super Broly and then there's Z Broly. Z Broly's non-canon. He was born the same day as Goku. This one,
Is that Broly that's in the superhero movie?
no. The new Broly, he is in the superhero movie for the small bit. He was born the same day as Vegeta. He didn't have the same backstory. Like it's a similar backstory, but it's different at the same time. So
Gotcha.
and Goku says at some point that he's stronger than Beerus, like saying that Broly might be stronger than Beerus.
And Beerus is the strongest?
I mean he's
Not the strongest, but
he's a destroyer.
yeah,
so.
he is
Well,
one of
I
the
know that.
strongest destroyers.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
This is the last general one. Then we'll start doing some specifics.
Okay.
Streaming services have improved access to anime, making it easier to be a fan.
No,
Yes.
disagree.
I agree. Why do you disagree?
In some aspects, yeah. With Funimation going down, I loved Funimation way more than I loved Crunchyroll.
It was all dubbed.
For-
Funimation was dubbed anime.
For the most part, yeah. Granted, it was everything on Funimation was almost on Crunchyroll except for some Funimation exclusives, considering that Funimation was a producing company.
But
But being able to move over to Netflix and Hulu and everything, I love. But when you start getting to like the originals or like the exclusives, like Seven Deadly Sins became a Netflix exclusive. I don't have Netflix anymore. I can't watch it.
yeah.
Or the Oshinoko, it's a huge anime right now. I can't watch it. I don't have High Dive.
Well, in
it's
defense
not
of that.
saying.
yeah,
It's just saying with streaming services being improved now,
Mm-hmm.
that access to anime makes it easier for
You
people
have
to
the
become a
possibility.
fan of anime.
Well, I would agree with that if they were all on one.
no, I don't agree with what you're saying because Crunchyroll is a streaming service.
Yes.
Hulu is a streaming service.
You might not
Netflix
have all of
is
them,
a
but you can
streaming
still
service.
have.
And you can password share, even though they fight against it. But with them being on the streaming service, you don't have to worry about finding it in stores on a DVD. You don't have to worry about it being on television and trying to only watch it when the episodes come out. You can pull it up on anything. It's whether or not you want to pay for that.
Exactly. That's
We don't have Netflix because we don't want to pay for that.
exactly, but that makes it harder for us to watch it.
But that's a personal choice. It's there if we wanted it.
So I think in general, I agree with this statement. I understand what you're saying, but that's specific to you can't. It makes it easier to be a fan of anime. You just can't be a fan of that anime. You can't be a fan of Seven Deadly Sins if you don't have Netflix or Castlevania or
yeah.
the other ones that have Baki and stuff like that.
That's
Like
Netflix.
so, like all that you can't be specific to that. But
Mhm.
like,
But
you might
that
not have-
shuts me out from all of that great anime.
but you're still a fan of anime because you still have Crunchyroll and can watch these anime. You just can't watch those anime.
Okay, but my argument to that would be that Toonami,
Sure.
if you didn't watch Cartoon Network
Mm-hmm.
or you didn't pay for cable, you couldn't watch it. A lot of people refuse to stay up later at night or Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. Pretty sure it was Saturday though, because they didn't they wanted to watch. Like they could be a fan that was easily accessible to them if they had cable, but they chose not to.
Sure. That
But
was
it's not saying like whether or not they have the thing. It's just saying like, is it easily accessible?
because
Which
there's
at the end
more
of the day, it
streaming
is.
services
It
and
is.
stuff now.
Or
Access to
at the end of
anime.
the day, it
If
is.
you're willing to pay, then everything's a subscription now. So like.
It's there. You just got to pay for it.
Correct. But access to it is much easier. I can go for $7 a month, I can watch any anime I want on Crunchyroll. Thousands of them.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like there were it was easier when Kiss Anime was a thing. It was free anime that you could watch.
Sure, but it was website based. It crashed all the time. There were bugs, and it wasn't the greatest. It was Ad City, and it destroyed whatever you had.
Definitely Ad City, but I loved it.
I watched a 24-minute episode in 3 hours with the ads that were on it. Like, I'm not doing that, and I can't have it on my phone. Now I can download a whole season of One Piece and watch it at work.
Yeah.
Like, it's just with them improving it, I think it's. I agree. All right. Did you say
I
anything?
said agree.
She agreed.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
because right when you asked the question, he said no, and I said yes, and that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was like, "What?"
I agree with the statement. We're gonna do a couple specifics.
Okay.
Naruto's journey to become Hokage is the best character arc in anime.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Okay, continue.
I don't think I need to elaborate on that, to be honest. I don't know what it is about. To be honest, I don't.
If it makes you
I'm
feel any
gonna get-
better, I disagree, and
I was
I'm a
gonna
huge
okay.
Naruto fan.
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
why it scared me.
No,
I feel like it's realistic in the sense of you see him just training to be better, learning new skills, fighting a little harder of an opponent to become better, and he's doing like the human thing that you have to do to get better at things.
Mhm.
So that's great. It's at the best, right?
is the best character arc in anime.
Well,
Mm.
it's
Meh.
like
Like I said, I disagree. It is.
Yeah.
It is
hold
amazing.
Hold
but
on. You saying what do you mean by character arc?
I think
his
character
Naruto,
development.
Like
starting
char-
from where he was.
So his
and
character
finally
development?
yes.
Yes.
Like,
Okay. Oh, absolutely not. He's the same person from in the beginning than he is at the end.
Just stronger.
Just stronger, and there are some differences, but for the most part, his personality is exactly the same.
Got it. It's his height.
That definitely does change.
He gets taller.
He does
Yep.
get taller,
Uh,
and
he changes the whole world and their perspective on.
but himself he doesn't change. Like he changes the
I mean,
world's
he's got you there, I
perspective,
think.
but himself he doesn't really change. He just proves them wrong.
They continue to call him the little knucklehead all the way up until the end.
Yeah. He
Even
is
as
the-
Hokage.
Yeah.
He's the Leafs' #1 knucklehead ninja.
So with all that shit and everything thrown at him, and having the Nine Tails that everyone just sideswipes him on, he makes everyone believe in someone that they don't.
Believe it.
Well, that's not.
It's character.
That's not him changing, though. That's not him developing.
It's
That's
not-
the world around him
They're
developing.
talking about him going from where he was, and now he's Hokage in Boruto.
Big
I will
whoop,
fight,
he hit his
though.
goal.
That
Huh?
I
said big whoop, he hit his goal.
oh boy, I honestly think I like Deku's more than Naruto's because
Deku's
that
character
is actually like a whole
fantastic.
different character development.
He's a whole new
going.
person.
Like he is achieving what he wants to do, but he has evolved into what he is instead of the crybaby that you would apparently kick.
He was a crybaby. He was super happy-go-lucky. Where he's at now, he's doom and gloom.
Okay, that's not necessarily the best
I mean,
character
it's-
development.
I mean,
then.
but for the situation he is in, that is all character development on
I
his
feel like-
part. It's not how everybody else purely how everybody else views him.
It goes to show like his maturity in a sense of just like the burden that he's taking on. But that's just I was throwing
I
it
mean,
out
it's-
because I looked at it.
He gets this power.
Mm-hmm.
He hurts himself. Everyone thinks he's a joke,
Mm-hmm.
but he makes them believe in him with his abilities, showing that he can still do it, even though he hurts himself.
But he believes in himself.
So does Naruto.
Okay, but you're still talking about how everybody else views
You're
him.
talking about the same character development between two shows
Okay.
and trying to say they're different.
So do you
They're
agree
not-
with this? Oh, you said disagree,
No,
right?
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Because his character arc, although is great and amazing, I think that there are other ones that have just done it better.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
The fillers in Naruto significantly detract from overall experience.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agree.
agree.
That's why we skip them.
Facts.
Sasuke's actions throughout the series are justified.
Disagree.
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 Kakashi did it better.
Hey.
The original Naruto series is better than Shippuden.
Oh, JK. I said that, and then I've rewatched the original Naruto series more than I've watched Shippuden. We say it differently, but
Do you do that because of it being on Net? Oh, you don't have Netflix.
well, we did. We had it all the
Was
way
it
up until
because
like
of-
a year ago.
Because it was easier accessible, that you could just throw it on and watch the original Naruto on Netflix.
I would say more because she likes to start from the beginning.
I think I just hate the drawn out part of Shippuden.
Shippuden
just like
definitely had more filler.
The Orochimaru fight
Mm-mm.
killed
Are you saying
me.
it did? Well, I mean, you count the last whatever as filler.
3
so,
seasons.
Yeah.
Like the Orochimaru fight, I'm pretty sure it was like 50 episodes. Probably could have been
Which
done in
one?
10. The one where Sai just
No.
entered and Yamato, is that his name? Tree
Mhm.
guy.
Oh, in the forest
Has
at the
to-
bridge.
Where they clear the
Saucer and
forage.
Kabuto meeting.
Yeah,
That wasn't 50 episodes.
I'm pretty sure it was a long amount. I skipped so many, and it was still going on.
Of that fight itself?
Yeah,
It
because Chris
was-
told me it was one of the longest fights. I'm pretty sure.
It is not.
It might be a long fight, but
What it's like? It's you want to talk about long fights?
Goku and Frieza. Literally
Dragon Ball
the
Z
longest fight
Just
in
is
anime history.
unbelievable on how they drag that shit out.
No, they had to.
No,
They could have did what Bleach did. In the middle of one arc, they just cut it in half and put a whole filler arc in between.
I mean I don't need more filler. I just don't need.
When you have the anime and the manga coming out weekly together and they're caught up with each other, it's gonna happen. They gotta draw, like drag it, whatever the hell the word is.
Drawn out.
They
Or they
they
have
gotta
to what?
draw it out.
Correct.
They gotta draw it out, or they have to throw in filler
I don't think.
because they have to throw it out there because they have a TV spot that they have to fill. They can't just like leave it.
Sorry. Apparently, I just won a raffle.
Hey,
Hey.
Pretty excited about
nice.
that.
nice.
I didn't even know I had a ticket. While she's doing that,
It says 40 to 45, but maybe
episodes.
no, it's saying episodes 40 through 45, so
Oh
only
yeah,
5.
I would agree that
But,
it was like it's a solid like 5 episodes, but like
Is it maybe that arc that I hated? I don't know. It was like that arc specifically. I almost stopped watching Naruto because of it was pissing me off. It just felt so
that was
drawn out.
that was the beginning arc,
And-
right? Like when
Mhm.
that was a drawn out thing where they were
Maybe
still
that's
trying to
what it
get
was.
to Sasuke.
I just remembered the fight. I really don't remember many details.
That fight was really good.
I don't really care for fight scenes though in shows.
I just liked how everybody thought the Sai was gonna save Sakura, and he's like, nope.
Facts. Okay, so you both disagreed, or did you agree? Naruto better than Shippuden?
Oh shoot.
Because we went on like
I
extreme
agree.
tangent.
I agree.
I think it's another situational agreement. Like Naruto, as far as like starting a series, very good. But the fights in
I'm gonna say
Shippuden are just
disagree.
for fights alone. I disagree.
Yep.
I just think the fights in
I
Shippuden
can
are more
understand.
top tier
I
and
think
what I
for
was. It was more
story, I
adult
would
too.
choose
Story wise, I
Naruto.
like Naruto more, but fights wise, Shippuden's definitely
Star 2 was
Star
Star 2? No way. Star 2?
I knew I was having too good of a day. I knocked out the intro. I was doing fine.
Right? You did that first try. I'm proud
Yeah,
of you.
I was. You know what? I was feeling confident. The puppy's asleep. I was really just hitting all my marks, and then I lost it.
And the bad part is, it's about your favorite show, too.
Yeah, the story in Naruto is fantastic. Shippuden was a continuance, which is why it's not really talked about. But the fights in Shippuden are way over Naruto, but it's also age and level gap, and
Yeah.
Kakashi versus Obito, best fight in my
Kakashi.
opinion.
oh, hot take. Naruto should have ended with the pain arc.
No,
Agreed.
I disagree.
Sorry, I agree with your. Sorry. As I said, I was like, nope. See,
Wrong.
I'm in shambles. I disagree with this.
Okay, I think from now on, for the rest of them, we have to instantly say what we think,
And
just
then
so we get
tangent?
everybody's reactions.
Correct.
Oof.
Well, that's
what-
not a.
I know, but what's after pain arc?
It's not
The
agree,
war arc?
oof, disagree.
I'm just trying to remember what's after.
There's so
The
much after
war,
pain.
the
It starts everything.
Reincarnation, the
Disagree.
It starts everything. Like the pain fight just
Jump starts it.
kicks
Madara,
things off,
Kaguya,
yeah.
the Obito and Kakashi fight.
Reanimations start popping up. You got craziness happening. All right. Dragon Ball overall.
Mm-hmm.
DBZ is the best installment of the Dragon Ball franchise.
Disagree.
I also disagree. I think Super's better.
I think OG Dragon Ball is better. And Cassie, you gonna say something?
No, I can't comment on it. I really
Well,
only know the movies.
And a little bit of Super. So
I know the
you could
Battle
say
of God
disagree.
and
Yeah, Tournament of Power is
superheroes.
so good though.
is Super the one that I liked?
Yes.
Is that the Battle of Gods?
Yes.
Then yes, that one.
Disagree.
So disagree.
OG Dragon Ball is definitely the best in my opinion. It has the best like.
DBZ is when Gohan fought Cell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's up there too.
That's a good fight. Don't get me wrong. That's probably one of my favorite
You guys
fights.
are both like popping out of your seats,
Yeah,
like
that was
so
good.
excited.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would put
Dragon
Cell
Ball.
Gohan is like Naruto Pain.
Really?
What about Gohan vs. Cell Part 2?
He hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
I'm so Dragon Ball just has so much more story and it's more comedic. It's what Dragon Ball was meant to be. It's more martial art based. It has a lot of comedic relief and it introduces everybody. Like the first
Yeah,
episode,
it's
you see
intro.
Bulma hit Goku with a car, and he's like, "That's a monster."
I mean, he was also like
In the woods, yeah. He was
he was
literally
making
living
moves
in the
as
woods.
a child.
I mean,
All right.
Moving on.
Goku is an overpowered character.
Yes, agree.
you most definitely an overpowered character. Agree.
That's why he gets compared to Superman.
Yeah.
I agree. Do you think he's too overpowered for the show itself?
No. He is underpowered for the show itself.
I feel like he gets humbled a lot in the show from the little things that
He
I've
does
seen.
Not as
he-
much as Vegeta.
True.
But Vegeta's not in
catches.
question right now.
That's
now
true.
is he?
Oh, all right.
No, for the universe he's in, he's good. Compared to other universes, he's way too overpowered.
The Cell Saga is the best arc in DBZ.
No comment. I really have no idea about that one.
I'm agreeing for that fight alone.
Disagree.
The breathing into the
Yeah.
mic got me.
Trying to edit that's going to be fun.
No, you gotta leave that
Just
in there.
leave that one
It's
for him.
the volume of it. I felt like you were tickling my ears.
Yeah, disagree. I think the Majin Buu fight's better.
So the Majin Buu arc, is it a whole arc?
It is a whole arc, but
There's multiple boos.
yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Um,
but he was specifically stating a fight, and you're talking about arcs and DBZ.
If
The
it said
Gohan
arc,
Cell-
definitely
yeah,
still
it-
gonna agree with Buu arc though. Solely because Gohan as Great Saiyaman is hilarious. Like, listen,
Did my boy so wrong.
but listen, he gets the ultimate form, and he's so arrogant. It brings back his arrogance from when he fought Cell, but he doesn't even have to go Super Saiyan to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That and the fact that in the very end, Goku's like, I hope you're reincarnated as a good guy so we can fight again. That's what sold it for me.
Dragon Ball Super should have ended with the Tournament of Power.
No, it needs to be animated more.
Disagree just because of the
Disagree.
movie. If it was ended, I wouldn't have the movie.
And it's her favorite anime movie.
I would disagree with that. It leads into too much. The inclusion of gods and divine beings in Dragon Ball was unnecessary.
It's totally necessary.
Well, yeah, I mean, with where we're at now, with all the gods of destruction and all that, like, I feel like it. Back then, it might have been necessary because we didn't know it was coming, but now where we're at. One Piece.
I'm here for it.
If there's a question on here that spoils something for you,
I'm gonna be
it's gonna
sad.
hurt myself.
It probably will. So, because there's one question on here that I know I'm definitely not
I
on.
really hope it does
Okay.
not say what I think it says.
So, One Piece has the best world building
Yes.
in all of anime.
Agree.
Agree.
The
Sure.
design of all the different areas of the world
Oh,
and
okay.
like where they go to, and even like the small island can have this vast thing
Yeah.
like Skypiea, like
Yeah.
that. Just the creation of all that stuff is.
I say agree. Thanks for elaborating.
I would also.
You're not too far into it, so you wouldn't know too
Yeah,
much
but I'm
about,
going
about
off
it.
of.
Where he's at?
Compared to Naruto,
It's just so much more diverse. I would agree. Just like Naruto is cool, and like yes, they're different, but like I don't know. I would give it to One Piece.
'Kay.
The length of One Piece makes it less accessible to new viewers.
Agree.
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 It turns away a lot of people.
Yeah, you see that like you got all these animes that are like I feel like they look at seasons, not episode numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, oh, 1 season, 2 seasons, 5 seasons for My Hero, 6 seasons for My Hero, whatever, like stuff like that. Like, oh, there are 24 episodes, no big deal. Then you look at One Piece and you're like,
You know how many times though people will be like, "One Piece is trash. I won't watch it," and I'll be like, "Why? Like, what do you hate about it most?" And they're like, "Bro, you think I'm gonna watch 1,100 episodes?" That's their only argument. They cannot give me anything else. People are like, "I refuse to watch it, and it's shit because it has too many episodes on it." I'm like,
my argument
watch
would
it.
be to start the anime, the animation is rough.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's good. I mean, that was good at the time.
Sure, but Naruto was better. One Piece started before. Did we do this before?
One Piece was 98, I think, or 99. I don't know when Naruto started.
I think
Dragon
they
Ball.
were like year
was
after. Like
89.
they were close. I think
They were close, yeah.
Well, that's
But,
why
like-
but
Bleach, One Piece,
there's
and
also two different studios.
early
Two different styles.
early Naruto was better designed.
Okay, I can see that.
I can say that the entire Zabuza fight, I hate it. Like, I love the fight. I hate the fog. Like,
Oh.
it's so
Oh, yeah.
dark for
Fog
no
was rough.
reason.
Yeah.
Fog was rough. I'll give you that. But
Same
that
thing
fight
with-
was fantastic.
Same thing with Bleach, though. In the beginning, whenever they had something to do with the spirit world, it was, like, foggy as well. And
Yeah.
it was, like, blurry and stuff like that.
I think
It
it's to
didn't look
make
good.
the sight of like an illusion, kind
Yeah.
of.
Absolutely.
The next.
The hollows look cool though.
The
Yep.
hollows do look cool.
The Marineford War arc is the peak of One Piece.
Disagree.
Is that
Yes.
what I think it is?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Disagree.
Okay. I haven't
Don't
made it that
even-
far, so.
We don't need to talk about it.
All right, Luffy is the
No
most.
spoilers for him in the comments, please. No spoilers.
I don't really care if you do.
No,
I really don't
I care.
I'm holding off things that we can talk about on here because
Okay.
of that.
Luffy is the most inspiring protagonist in anime.
Disagree.
I also disagree.
Disagree.
The anime adaptation does justice to the manga.
I will say, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
On that, Luffy, I think in the show is the most inspiring compared to like other protagonists in their shows. But I don't think to viewers that they think he's the most inspiring, if that makes sense.
You're saying he's the most in his show specifically?
Yeah.
No, like
Not
saying
overall
like
shows.
his like the people in his show find him inspiring, like
Oh,
the
yes.
Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But
I don't think he is overall compared
But,
to other animes.
no. I mean,
Because even like
it
with
depends what you mean by inspiring.
with Naruto, even at the end, like people are like, we followed him and we like believed in him, but they're all like, he's still that freaking idiot, and I don't know why we followed him. Sometimes they're like, what is he doing over there? Like, that faces.
He's starting to like pick out characters
Yeah.
in the picture.
Can you say the question again?
The anime adaptation does justice to the manga.
I have no comment on this, so.
Yes.
Hear that.
It does very well.
I think I would have to agree just with if it didn't, we wouldn't be 1,100 episodes in. And like people still asking for more and following the
Yeah.
manga as the show is going. So I would agree with that. Black Clover.
Oh boy.
Asta is the one of the most underrated protagonists in anime.
I know your answer.
I agree.
I
disagree.
also
You want
disagree.
to know who I would choose for that? Meliodas. To be honest. That's who I think of.
I think Meliodas is pretty underrated.
I mean, everything happens because of Meliodas, so
I mean, yes, but I still think he's underrated.
I think that
What-
show is underrated, to be
well,
honest.
I mean, I agree
Yeah.
with the show. I agree with that.
You're like, I agree.
I
on that
do
one.
agree. Black Clover's animation quality is inconsistent.
Yes,
I very much
I
agree with
very
that.
much agree.
There are some aspects where I'm like, man, he's looking real ripped right now, and then episode, I'm like, wow, he's a blob.
Well, you're right, but that's because of budget for episodes. Because there's a lot of episodes where like they have part of a fight, like a main fight in that episode, and then there's kind of like the little epilogue for that season or arc at the end of there, and they look like shit because they spent so much money on the fight.
I'm also
Yeah.
over the new design that a lot of companies are doing for fights, like when they fight and they like try to show
How-
speed.
And it's
We
we
were
were just
And
talking
it's
we
just
were
about
like
this.
talking
it's
about
like a
that.
zap, like a lightning. It's just like zoom, and like some of them make sense.
Like-
I can follow it. Like when Asta goes
JJK.
when Oscar goes devil, and like I mean him and Yuno in the elf
Mhm.
arc when
Mhm.
they fight, and they're fast.
But are
I'm
they
all here for it.
faster than the speed of light? Because that's what that's implicating, in
I
my
mean,
opinion.
there's an episode when they're doing, they have to protect like an egg.
Mhm.
It's team versus it's 3
Mhm.
versus 3
Oh,
teams,
yep.
and the brothers face each other.
Yeah,
that have
Mongress
yeah.
and Finral.
Yep. And he goes to
Oh.
kill Fenrir, and they show them like within seconds getting there.
Mhm.
I'm completely here for that. That makes sense. They're there that
Yeah.
fast to stop
That
it.
was
So
I can
the
do that.
best one like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
That is one of my favorite
I'm
scenes.
cool
We'll
with it
talk
happening.
about that later.
I'm cool with that happening in fights. I don't need the whole fight. Like
Yeah.
Correct.
So I think Dragon Ball is one of the first like animes to start doing that.
Yeah.
To where like it was like it would show like the lines of them moving
Yeah.
fast. It wasn't necessarily lightning because it wasn't like that type of powers at
Yeah.
the time.
I can get it when you're changing point of views from like a person
Mhm.
on the ground or something, and you're seeing
Mhm.
like, dish, dish. I get that.
We
were like,
talking about that.
When you're in the fight, I want to see them fight. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't need lines. This isn't entertaining. I will skip this whole fight
'Cause
if
it's
you
a
make
show.
me.
That's where
Like-
choreograph comes in, like with the Naruto and not Naruto, Kakashi and Obito. You see them fight the entire time. There's none of
Naruto
that.
barely did it.
Yeah.
If they did it, it was because it was someone extremely fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Naruto is very, very good at not doing that. One Piece doesn't do it, except for well, not yet. I don't know
Well,
if they
Yeah.
don't.
I was gonna say the only
don't have
thing he
those
really
types
does
of-
is when he hits someone and they
Yeah,
star.
yeah,
That's a
I agree.
Pokemon reference.
Is it?
yeah.
But next question.
Team Rocket's blasting off again,
Oh.
Yeah.
and they just spin out and then. Yuno is a better mage than Asta. I feel like
I
that
agree.
has to agree. He has no magic. How can you be a mage?
Fair point there.
That's a very
agree or
fair
disagree, Cassie.
Agreed.
That's how the
Sorry.
game works.
Yeah, come on, Cassie.
Lock it in.
Sakura.
Locking it in.
Oh.
Hey, number
oh yeah,
one.
now that she's awesome, I'm cool
Sorry,
with
sorry.
it.
Fine, fine. You know.
I thought you were gonna go fine. Tauntaun or whatever.
Lock it in.
10-10.
Sigh.
Oh.
I like Psy,
What?
so
The pacing in Black Clover is too fast.
It's rushed right now. Like, the manga's actually rushed, so yes.
I agree.
oh, I was gonna say I disagree, but that's
It
because
should be.
the pacing to me
it
is
needs to-
kind of like
It needs to slow down a little bit.
okay.
I feel like the
That's fine.
love for the show is gonna go.
That's how I feel though about a lot of new animes, like
Yeah,
Demon
it's the new
Slayer,
thing.
JJK.
They're trying to show
haven't
more
watched
fights,
AOT,
less
so-
story.
Yep.
And that's the
Yeah.
problem that I
for
see.
me.
It's like 70-30 now.
Yeah.
Black Clover stands out among modern shonen anime.
Yeah, it's mainstream. That's why. Agree.
I think it stands out because it's that good of an anime, but it's fine.
I mean, it
Agree.
has to be it's like you said about everything else. It's a niche anime. You have to enjoy that type of thing, and I think there was enough people that enjoyed it that made it mainstream. That
I mean, it's one of the.
has its which is why it sticks out.
I think it's one of the only animes that started on Hulu with one season and got such a big following that it actually became a popular anime,
Yeah.
rather than other ones starting off on other services that are much more popular. Because it was on Hulu back when Hulu was just the show and commercials, nothing
Mhm.
fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has the best animation quality in recent years.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Tanjiro is more compelling.
You didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Has a best animation quality in recent years. I would agree. Tanjiro is a more compelling protagonist than most shonen leads.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Disagree. I'm assuming we gotta speed this up a little bit. I screw this up every time. It's the train arc.
Mugen.
Mugen. I always want to say Mugen, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not right.
No, Mugen.
The Mugen train arc is the best part of Demon Slayer.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Very much disagree. The character development in Demon Slayer is lacking.
Agree.
I agree with certain ones.
Agree.
The success of Demon Slayer is mainly due to its animation.
Agree.
Agree. That's like what everyone talks about when they talk about Demon
Imagine
Slayer.
if they would have left out that sword stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be as good.
Well, oh no, we discussed it on here. I heard it from you too.
Mhm.
Never mind.
Spy Family. This is gonna be more of you two rather than me.
Yes.
But
Not even as much Chris.
the mix of espionage and family dynamics makes Spy Family unique.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think it makes it unique because I've heard of so many people reference it to other shows or movies that they've seen. We see all the time with like Superman having his alter ego and things like that.
So I haven't seen the anime, but I am disagreeing with this just because I've seen spin-offs or like one shots of it, like even like isekais where kid comes into a family, they're low-key spies, they do others. It's not new. It's just done better.
Yeah.
Anya is the most charming character in Spy Family.
Agree.
I agree 1000%. How can you hate her?
With the clips that I've seen, I would agree off of just TikTok clips alone.
She's so funny.
Spy Family balances comedy and action perfectly.
Agree.
I disagree. I feel like there could be a little bit more action in there.
I feel like
the
it's more
fact
family based.
Yeah.
Twilight beats the heck out of like
A
30
desk?
guys in 2
A desk.
seconds. Stop.
The series would be better if it focused more on spy missions than family life. I feel like
Disagree.
that literally
Disagree.
just falls back into what you just said, though.
But
I
I,
mean,
think it would ruin
it's-
the premise of
yeah.
the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like there could be more action incorporated, but I feel like that it's mainly about family values.
That's why I'm going to be pissed if they don't end up together some way, somehow.
Yeah,
in the
especially
end.
because you chose that over Naruto.
Hey.
All right, Spy Family is one of the best new animes of recent years.
It was voted number 1, I agree.
I'm going to have to agree.
It was literally Crunchyroll voted number 1 of the year.
It
think
was
it's
everywhere,
different,
but I disagree. Well, it says one of the best, so I'll
Yeah.
give it to you because
I-
you know what my best is right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just like
Tied
it.
for 2.
Mhm.
I like it more because at least like mainstream wise,
Mhm.
they're all action animes. All of them. I know. I'm sorry. I pull away a lot. They're all action animes, and this one is getting a little bit of a lighter feel to like the American. I meant the family values.
There's so many one shots that have done this though, and like it
Yeah.
just didn't take off. So like
I haven't watched any other ones,
they're-
so.
And the reason why it didn't really take off because it's not a one shot.
And they didn't have the other ones didn't take off because they didn't have Anya or Twilight. He's hot, so.
All right, 2 left, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
This is gonna be JJK. JJK has the best fight choreography in anime.
Disagree.
Disagree.
It is good, but it does that light
The light speed
the light.
fight.
Yeah, just like that's I don't know what sound that was.
It's
It
the,
was
like,
kinda
sound
like
of
you were
them, like,
sword fighting.
Yeah. Like Beyblades.
The like the Sukuna volcano
Mm-hmm.
Jogo.
Yeah, Jogo.
Jogo, that fight could have been so much cooler.
You
but
can't
they
see anything.
Correct. That is my argument.
Sorry.
I mean, the slowest part was the coolest part, which is the arrow at the end, and like that was it. So waste of money. Yuji Itadori is a oh my god, it's all. I didn't realize I posted so many of these. Yuji Itadori is a better protagonist than other shonen leads. No,
Disagree.
disagree. I don't like some of these. I just copy and pasted over.
Yeah.
The curses in JJK are some of the most terrifying villains in anime. Some of the
Disagree.
designs are weird, but ain't nothing
Disagree.
topping Attack on Titan. The Titans are weird. They're
Yeah.
creepy as can be. The anime adaptation has surpassed the manga. I agree with that. The manga was cool. The show skyrocketed it.
I was gonna say I would say
I
agree,
agree.
just because of the show.
I like the manga more though.
JJK should have more focus on character backstories.
I agree.
I'm good. Like I think we've got all we need from who we've gotten so far as
Yeah.
far as show goes. I'm good.
Mhm.
I would like to know more about Sukuna though.
I would like to know more as to why Itadori is what he is. Like he's stronger,
Yeah.
faster, and he's like he's a vessel. But like, is this because he's a random like down the line spinoff of a piece of Sukuna?
Yeah.
Like
Did Sukuna
I would like just-
have offspring?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I would like the foundation set. I don't need elaboration, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
I want to know how
I agree
with
Sukuna
that,
was
100%.
created. Like how him
He
like
came
that.
about.
Yeah, like how he came about, how he became like
who
the
made him?
strongest.
Because
curse.
all curses are made.
Yeah.
All curses are made. So who made that strong of one?
Yeah.
Well, I would like
Or-
to see.
What if
'cause we
what
don't
if it was
see
the? Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead.
How Sukuna was defeated. We're told how he was defeated, but
In
you
the
haven't
first
seen
fight.
a fight, have you? Like
What?
how he? It doesn't show like the previous fight of who beat him and how they beat him. And
No,
yada,
but they
yada, yada.
explained how. Like, it's obviously why. Yeah, they took all his power with his fingers away. And
Yeah, I
to
get
defeat-
that,
yeah.
but like, imagine if that part was animated.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Instead of just like verbally told.
It would
through
be
a story.
crazy if one of the JJK sorcerers were the reason for Sukuna existing.
Yeah.
And like he made the school or whatever.
the
to
president of
fight
the
him.
school. That would be cool.
Then he made a school to fight the curse that he made.
That would.
Crazy. I'm a genius. I'm just knocking these out.
We should write our own manga.
Wouldn't go that
God,
far.
I have so much to do. Just stop. All right, final one. Solo leveling.
Okay.
Solo leveling is one of the best manhwa adaptations.
Yes,
I agree.
I agree.
I also agree. Jinwoo's growth as a character is compelling.
Yes,
I feel
but
like
I
it
thought
was
it was too
rushed.
fast.
It was
Yes.
so fast, but like, it was very good. It
I
was.
also,
I feel like it needed to be though.
I don't like
I
though
mean, the book is the same way.
that not only is his physical appearance changing so fast, it's like mentally he just like flipped a switch and he's a whole different.
That's because
goal
of
hasn't
some of his
changed.
stats.
I get that, but I'm just saying like the cockiness, which that's from the stats, but just he seems a lot more angry and like resentful and all this and kind of a little greedy.
I
in a
mean, he
way.
was killed.
I know.
All
So-
of his friends left him for dead. He
I
got an
know.
ability, came back, and I mean, he's a little cocky because I would say he's cocky until he lost that first fight.
Yeah.
When he went into that dungeon and got messed up and he popped out and he's like, not doing that again.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's more level-headed now. That's why he's starting to do like the guild stuff and all
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
But up until that, yeah, he was just like, oh, I have no limits. Bro, you got limits. You chill out.
He's
Okay.
got limits at
All
the
right.
moment.
Correct. The art style in Solo Leveling is superior to many other series.
Yeah, I agree. The art style is way too good. It's not like
The money in it was
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the animation style's good. I mean, the animation style is good, but it's not like super top tier.
does
But
they do the stupid fast fighting thing. But
the character design and like how like it looks fantastic.
you know what it reminds me of a lot? It's like D&D.
Yeah.
It's like they all have their own little, they got healers,
Yeah.
fires, barbarians, like they got all this stuff. It's just like an anime D&D.
Which is dope.
100%.
I mean, if you think about it,
A lot of them
yeah, D&D can be almost anything you want it to be.
Correct. All these
And,
sorcerer based.
yeah.
All this, yep.
Literally, you can make so many anime. You compare D&D to so many anime.
The storyline in Solo Leveling becomes repetitive.
No.
I agree.
I feel like this. Cassie.
She's only seen season 1. She doesn't know
Yeah.
anything past that.
I mean, for what we've seen, sure, because he's just doing the same thing over.
He's just fighting somebody, gaining their power and getting
But
stronger.
the way this season ended unlocks so much.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be crazy. All right, last one. Solo Leveling is the best anime of 2024.
Disagree. I agree in like the sense of action anime, yes, but I'm still here for Spy Family.
Are you
Is it
saying
in
like
2024?
I believe it came out last year in 2023.
Maybe not, or maybe I don't know.
Solo Leveling?
No,
No,
Spy Family.
Spy Family.
Because it was
Well,
2023's.
if season 2 came out this year, then I would say season 1 came out last year.
Currently, I would say yes. I'm waiting till October though.
What's October? Oh, the
Daima,
sure.
which if it's done correctly, I would definitely pick that. But it all depends on how that goes.
Fair point.
Okay.
I agree. I think it's.
I agree in 2024. Yes. Spy Family is not 2024. It was
Are you saying that it's
created
better
in
than
20
season 2 of Spy Family in 2024?
No, season 2 even
Oh.
came out in 2023. Season 1 came out in
Did it really?
2022. And it was created in 2019 according to Google.
Gotcha.
Is that it?
I think that's
Yeah.
it. All right. That's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Longer anime, Cassie. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
But we hope you guys enjoyed. We appreciate all the love you guys been getting on all of our platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We've hit over 20 on YouTube now, which is kind of crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
kind of crazy.
Over
Yeah,
100 on Facebook.
Are we really already?
Yeah, over 100 followers on
There we go.
Facebook.
So we appreciate all the love and stuff that you guys have been putting on those. Like, comment, leave us. Like, we want to know what you guys want to see us talk about. We're gonna start trying to incorporate other things, not just anime. I know these first couple of episodes have been anime based, but we're gonna try and implement other stuff as we grow and move further. So we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week.
Later.
See you later.